So today I'm going to attempt to make a tutorial about making beats in Reason. Reason's open right here. It opens up into a demo track. You want to go to File and New. Close the demo track. Then what I like to do is go to Windows and detach the sequencer window. So you have your sequencer and you have your rack, like so. All you have loaded right now is the mastering suite and the mixer. To open another device, you simply right click here and choose a device that you would like to open. My favorite device, as far as sounds and things of that nature, is this here, the Combinator, followed by the NNXT Advanced Sampler and the N19 Digital Sampler. I don't use those for sampling very often, but they do have very rich and robust sounds. Also, the Thor is freaking awesome. Okay, so Combinator, let's say. You open that and load a sound by clicking the folder. You will start out right here and Reason Factory Sound Bank and choose the folder which is named after the device that you just opened. I opened the Combinator, so here we are. We have bass, bells and mallets, brass, drums, percussion, blah 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 blah. For the purposes of this video, I will be using a rhythmic sound to start with. And let's say I have a Alesis Q49 keyboard hooked up to my computer via USB. It is, if I remember correctly, excuse me, it's under $100. Plug and play. No power cord needed. Anyway, so you highlight a sound and then you hit a key on your MIDI keyboard or USB keyboard, whatever, and here's what it sounds like. I'll use that. Click OK. See here now the Combinator opened up another slot underneath itself, and now you can see all the different devices that were used to create the sound that we were listening to. You can collapse it by clicking this here. And your tempo control is down here. I personally think that this is a bit too fast, maybe a bit too techno-ish. So I'm going to bring it down to like 84. Let's see what it sounds like. That's better. Metronome controls are right here. Click and pre-click. What that does, of course, you might already know, is just lets you play whatever you're playing to the beat in pocket, so to speak. So I always like to click stop because that resets the cursor back to 0. Now right here on the sequencer window, this is the area that I will be working in. This is where it starts, this is where it resets the loop. You want to make sure that this is clicked right here. So as soon as it gets to this end area over here, it's just going to jump back to the beginning and keep playing the loop over and over until you get it to sound exactly how you want it to sound. So let's record some kind of a sequence with that Combinator patch that I chose. We simply click record here. That's recorded, and as you can see, even while it's recorded, it was recording. Since the loop was on, it just jumped right back to the beginning, and I can keep it playing and just turn off the record button. After I've done that, if for some reason I screwed up a little bit and hit the key at the wrong time somewhere, it's an easy way to fix that is by right-clicking on what you just recorded inside the sequencer window and going down to Quantize Notes. Now, with a simple pattern like 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, with a simple pattern like that, this setting right here will quantize it perfectly, bar. If you have a little bit more of a complex pattern of sequence or of some sort of a guitar or bass or piano, and it sounds more swingy, more funky, jazzy, then you want to use this. It's not as rigid. It gives it more of a swing, gives your notes more of a swing. But for the purposes of that, bar is more than enough. So, not that I recorded out of pocket, but I'm just saying, if you do record out of pocket, quantizing the notes is a freaking godsend. So now this is what we recorded. Alright, now let's say we want to lay down a drum pattern after that. Now you can either use a preloaded drum pattern with Dr. Rex Loop Player. I'll show you how to do that real quick. Dr. Rex Loop Player is just like the best fucking cheating tool you can ask for if you're into that kind of thing. The first preloaded patch in Dr. Rex always is this one here. Just a preview. I'm just hitting the preview button. It's not on the track yet. As you can see, the combinator has this recorded sequence. Dr. Rex has nothing yet. I haven't sent it to track yet. So let's play what I recorded layered with this little drum pattern. Here's what it sounds like. At the mixer, you could turn it down right here, turn this up, however you like it, if you got a good ear, you just fuck with it until it's perfect. Let me turn off the click here, and then let's go to, let's say, these are all Dr. Rex drum loops, let's say, right? Let's go to abstract hip hop and choose like this one here. And let's go. Preview. See, with Dr. Rex, it's as simple as that, okay? But I don't like to use Dr. Rex to make my entire beats out of. I just like to use Dr. Rex to complement my own beats. After I'm already done with what I was doing, I just add some of Dr. Rex's stuff all on top of what I already have. Now, if you don't want to do that, if you want to delete a device, you decided to use something else, right-click on the device and delete device and tracks. Boom, gone. It's gone from here, and it's gone from here. Now, to make your original beats, drum patterns, you can go to Red Rum Drum Computer. Now, you can listen to the sounds by clicking these play buttons. These are your different sort of channels in your drum machine. Kick, snare, rim shot, shaker, toms, hi-hats. Now you can either load entire drum kits by clicking here, brush kits, and it loads an entire kit. Or you can load individual instruments, like for example this is our kick drum. Then we click on this little folder here, we go to Reason Factory Sound Bank, we go to Red Rum Drum Kits, and we go to Exclusive Drums Sorted. And here you have a folder of just bass drums. So you click on the first one, gives you a preview. have really crappy speakers, so sorry about that. It's kind of hard to pick a robust kick drum with crappy computer speakers. But what sounds good on here is cheese for some reason, so I'm going to pick that. And then for your snare drum, you do the same thing. Reason Factory Sound Bank, Red Drum drum kits, exclusive drums sorted, snare drums. I'm gonna pick that one, cut codes. So now we have this drum, kick drum, and this snare drum. And hitting that on the keyboard, of course. And so let's just do something simple here. Simple kick and snare pattern. Turn back the, turn on the metronome, and let's see what we can do. It all sounds out of pocket. I'm doing it on purpose so you can see what quantize can really do here. So we stop it. You heard how crappy that was. Now see, this is the drum pattern that I just recorded. This is what it looks like. You can expand on it by double clicking on it, and these are the individual notes. See? Now look at them right now. And now you see you can toggle between this and this by clicking here. Alright, so click quantize notes. And let's see what it sounds like now. It still might sound crappy, but we could tweak it. Turn off the click. So there's that. And now let's say we want to put some hi-hats on it. Now, a lot of people don't, what I like to do is put my hi-hats on a completely separate track. So I'll open an entire new Red Drum computer just for my hi-hats. Just so I can, you know, mess with them separately later on. You know, I don't want all the sequences to be on one track because it's easier to edit things afterwards if it's not like that, if it's all separated. So Red Drum kits, stored, and hi-hats. Crew. Let's go with the crew. Okay, and see? Complete crap, right? That just sounded like shit, didn't it? Now, quantize notes. You see that some of those notes kind of layered one on top of the other. There's a way to fix that. Edit, undo, 16T, bam, quantize, play. Not really.